Welcome to um, Yin Yoga. Let's go ahead, get your bolster if needed, and get your block as well. Um, Maybe two blocks, actually. Because we're going to do a four-fold, and you may need that bolster or a couch pillow if it's thick or too thick books. You may need it on top of your lap if it's not in your journey to just go forward and let your body sink into it, okay? Now, if you've been doing this for a while, you're probably there, but listen to your body. Your body may not be ready, okay? So we're going to do a forward fold, and forward fold's going to support your gallbladder, which is also your piriformis and your glutes. So it's going to help with that. It's also going to support your legs and other meridians that go down your legs as well. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Inhale the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. You can bring your hands underneath the calves. You can bring on the ankles wherever you're able to reach for. And just allow your body to sink in with each inhale and especially exhale. Breathing into the back body. Leading with your heart. If you want to intensify, have the toes point to you. You can also, by looking at your toes, see if one is higher than the other, and if so, then push with the one that is maybe a little bit higher, and then release, and keep doing that until they look like they're about the same. By doing that, you're also aligning your hips. If you're beginning to feel it in the back, you should feel it in the kidney points, which is where your kidneys are in the back. That's where you should be feeling it. And just imagine the breath inhaling in through the right nostril, down the spine, up the other side, out through the left nostril. Relax your jaw, relax your head. Just ever so slightly, bringing the chin toward the chest, just ever so slightly to give your neck a stretch. In the suboccipital ridge there. If you are my client, you should know where that is. If not, it's okay. Look it up. This is also going to stretch your hamstrings all the way down to your feet when you have your feet pointing to you, including your calves. Just let the body lead. Remember, there is no forcing. We just allow the body to do what it naturally does. Feel free if you need to soften by just relaxing your feet instead of pointing your toes to you. Allowing yourself to go even more forward. And just clasp instead of grabbing, just clasp. the ankles or maybe right under the ankles. Feel the stretch. Breathe into the tendons. And remember, this is really good for lymph drainage. So if you have any kind of swelling in your legs, swelling in your back or glutes, this is going to be really good for that. So make sure you drink a lot of water. And try to drink water even before this. And if you feel the unwinding in your glutes, just breathe into that. Okay, bring your hands onto the table or whatever surface you're on, walking yourself back. Now, since we've been forward, let's do the opposite. Let's open the heart. Let's bring the hands behind. You can have your fingers pointing to the wall, whatever is behind you, and just open your heart. Soften the elbows. And just kind of looking up to the sky. You don't have to do this. No full extension. But even just by looking up into the ceiling, that'll help. Allow your back to relax. And unwind as well. That is the only pose that I would never do for a long period of time, because I have been known for back issues and injuries. So if you have the same issue, I would advise to do what I'm doing. But if you're pretty good and your back's pretty good and you want to stay in that position longer, that's totally up to you. Okay, so now the back is nice and unwind. When I say back, I'm talking about the low back. Okay, so now we're going to go into hero. And again, I'm not using any bolsters or anything. But if needed, you can have a block and sit on it. Just play around with it. See what area of the block is good for you to sit on. Otherwise, if you know your body and you know, yeah, I know I can do this, I've been doing yoga for a while, then feel free to come into this position without anything. And just breathe. You can have your hands down to ground, or you can have it palms up to receive, or you can have one palm down, one palm up, whatever your spirit says you need to do. Relax the jaw, allow the shoulders to drop. Breathe into the back body, and to any tension you're feeling in your legs. Just know that your body will let you know where you need to breathe into. if this is now really easy for you, like it is for me. See if you can stay in it the whole length of time. I'm going to shoot for 10 minutes altogether. Remember, if it does get intense, you can come out a little bit and bring yourself right back in. Aside from lymph drainage, this is also making micro tears in the tendon if you are new to this, because you're stretching a little bit more. There is no warm up, as you see with Yin Yoga. You just get right into it. And the room should be cold, but it's okay if it's not. It's just better if it is. This is also a good way to adjust your muscular system, depending on what you are. I'm sorry, your skeletal system, depending on what you are focusing on. Okay, we're almost there. 2 more minutes. Remember to keep your breath going. Nice, slow and deep. Because believe it or not, it still gets intense. It may not be in the same areas as before, but it does get intense. Breathe into the intensity. One more minute. You can do it. Actually, we're finishing up the last minute. All right, we did it. Thank you so much for joining me for 17 minutes of Yin Yoga. Feel free to get into Shavasana.